What am I going to say? You know what I mean? And I've been hard on you, but I have to say, Lauren and Glenn.
Welcome back to the show. I have Sean Spicer and Jenna Johnson on the line. How are you guys?
Well, thank you.
You know, Sean, I got to say, that blazer on you last night looked amazing. I hope you got to keep it. We just saw your elimination play out. How are you both feeling in that moment?
Mixed. Little disappointed. I would have loved to have gone on to the semifinals, but I recognize that at some point my scores from the judges just weren't high enough to overcome, what needed to be done. And the rest of the cast just did a phenomenal job last night, and I was really proud of them. So I knew that would probably be close to the end.
That's fair. I mean, it was a great run. Did you expect to go this far in the competition when you first started?
Absolutely.
No, I was like, wow, good for you.
No, I thought it would be a couple weeks, maybe 3 at tops. So the idea that we were there in the quarterfinals was nothing I anticipated, but it really speaks to the caliber and quality of both Jenna and Lindsay and how great they are at getting somebody like me that far.
You know, obviously you guys make it look easy on TV, but how grueling were the rehearsal schedules? I'm sure they were insane.
Yeah, I don't think the celebs are fully prepped for what's about to happen to them. But it's a grueling process. It's a 4 to 6 hour rehearsal day every day. But then that doesn't include extra things like camera blocking or extra rehearsals, group numbers,
fittings, promotions.
So it's a 24/7 gig, but it's so worth it. And I think all the celebrities kind of fall in love with the process. And I think Sean was one of those.
Hard work pays off, you know? You know, Jenna, you jumped in to be Sean's partner after Lindsay had to take a leave of absence following the unexpected passing of her mother-in-law, unfortunately. Have either of you spoken with Lindsay? How's she doing?
Yeah, we have. Both of us have. We spoke to her immediately after the elimination last night. And then I think both of us have spoken to her this morning. And I just want to say for her, she is so proud of Sean, and she loved being his partner. She adored him and the time that they had together. So I'm glad that I got to spend 2 weeks with Sean, but I know that Lindsay is super, super proud of him.
Well, it's a testament to both of you. Getting back to last night, you both seemed emotional, especially after that second dance. What was it that brought you to that point?
To what, at the end? It was just a beautiful dance. And Jenna really got me in the mindset of, enjoy this, relax. And so it was supposed to be emotional. And I think we got caught in the moment because, that was part of what these guys do, is that it's not just about learning the steps, but it's about making sure that you're mentally prepared and in the zone for the performance. I've gained a lot of confidence because of how well Lindsay and Jenna have gotten me ready for these performances every week. And when you work that hard all week long to get that over with, you're kind of feeling a sense of relief, and in that case, pride. We really, I think, stepped it up, and that was probably the best dance that I had performed the entire competition.
I agree with that. You know, Sean, how did working with Jenna as opposed to Lindsay compare?
They have different hair color.
It's fair.
It was absolutely seamless. And I mean that there was a lot of people saying that this is going to be difficult. You've got to do 2 dances, you got to switch. It truly was seamless. They both have a unbelievable approach to teaching, and I didn't miss a beat because of that.
It didn't look like it. You know, Jenna, what was it like working with Sean? What do you think his most difficult hurdle to overcome was?
Working with Sean was great. He kept me smiling, and he seriously worked harder than anyone else I've ever seen on the show. And so it was really awesome and fulfilling for me to see how much he cared. And then it motivated me to step my game up and prepare him for Monday nights. But I think, his most difficult hurdle was just mentally, just trusting himself with this process and getting out there and having no inhibition and just loving the performance aspect of it, because he did want to get all of those steps so perfect. And so once he got out of his head a little bit and trusted himself that he knew what he was doing, I think that he really blossomed and he did great.
Listen, as someone who's taken a ballroom dancing class once, I know how hard it is physically and mentally. So you guys really pulled it off. How did you feel when doing that Argentine tango last night? Which did you like dancing more?
I really enjoyed the first one, the Argentine tango. They were both very different, but I felt that I went into that one with the highest degree of confidence that I had of any of the ones that I performed. And I thought that it extended my range, which is something that judges had commented on the past. And I actually think the performance quality was much better than any of the ones that we had done before. And so ending with that lift, which was my first, Jenna trusted me with her head upside down, 6 inches from the floor, really made me feel good because I knew that everyone else on the cast had really been stepping it up, and I needed to show that it wasn't just a rehash of other steps that I had done in the past.
So, Sean, why did you decide to be on the show in the first place?
Because I was looking to do something different and fun. I've done a lot of the serious stuff, so it was time to do something different. I thought it would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to experience something that I would have never done before. I had no dance experience. I don't think I ever would have jumped into something like this had it not been for the show. And I wanted to try something and have a totally different experience than what I was used to.
Well, now looking back, what's harder, dancing or politics?
Dancing, 100%.
Yeah, I figured. A lot more technical moves in there, I'm sure.
Politics. You can't, when you're on the dance floor, if you miss a step, everybody sees it.
Amen. Amen. This seemed to be very much out of your comfort zone. Has the show changed your outlook on dance or even how you approach, different challenges in your life?
Oh, absolutely. I think beyond just the steps and learning the moves of everything, Jenna and Lindsay both really instilled a sense of confidence that I didn't frankly even know I was lacking. And getting ready and being able to perform out there and putting your body out there as opposed to just your words, which I'd been used to doing interviews and things, is a totally different experience. And so getting that mental preparation every week, being ready to get out there was something that I built up and I'll be able to take away from doing this. So it really did, and I think also then you look at the relationships that you develop in the show, the people that you meet, and I walk away from the show a better person than when I came in.
Well, that's an advantage to have. I'm actually curious, how does your diet sort of change throughout the show? Do you have to eat certain things, avoid certain things? Do you eat right before you dance or not at all?
No, I ate less and better and worked out more.
Sean lost 20 pounds, over 20 pounds. So he has really gone in amazing shape. And I think on show days he didn't eat a lot because he was nervous.
Yeah.
But no, he drinks lots of water. And I don't know, has your diet shifted from what you were doing?
Just more conscious probably than anything else of what you're putting in. And it's more also what you're not doing. So, if you're sitting around in office all day long, you're probably snacking here or there. And when you're practicing dancing for 5 hours or 4 hours, it's not just the calories you're burning, it's the ones that you're not probably putting in your body to begin with if you had just been sitting at a desk or in an office.
Well said. Jenna, having danced with Sean for 2 weeks now, what is something you learned about Sean that actually surprised you?
I learned that he's really funny. And I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I had heard things here and there from Lindsay, from her experience with him. But he is seriously funny. He's also a sweetheart. He brought me beautiful flowers this week to say thank you for stepping in. And I really, really appreciate my time that I got to share with Sean.
I love that. That's so adorable. Sean, what was your favorite dance to do this season?
I really enjoyed last night, both of them. Both the Foxtrot and the Argentine Tango. They were different. I felt unbelievably confident in them. I think they both have a lot of frame in them, which gives me the ability to cling on to Jenna. But each one presented its own challenges and uniqueness. I couldn't have told you what any of these were at the beginning of the season. And there's a few I still don't know. But that's why each one was a unique experience. I went in not knowing anything about that dance or the steps, and by the end of it was performing it.
There's so much, I'd say, juxtaposition from how maybe the judges score you versus how the people feel about you versus how you feel about the dance. How did you react to people sort of questioning you, advancing over people that scored higher?
I didn't. the show is what it is. The last 28 seasons, it's half of the judges' score and half the viewer score, and so I just was sort of humbled by the amount of support that we were getting every week to keep us out of the bottom two, and I had to tune that out. And again, that's where both Jenna and Lindsay were able to come to me and say, "Hey, this is, we've had history. We've been in this situation before with a previous partner. Don't let it get to you. Stay focused on the task at hand. Get better every week." And so, to some degree, the criticism that I would get really helped make me want to do more and work harder, so that people out there would say, "Okay, you might not be the best guy on the dance floor, but he's trying as hard as he can to make progress and demonstrate it."
Okay, I have to ask about your costumes this season, as they were quite the conversation starter, especially here at People. Did you have any input on the costume design?
No. I mean, I may not be the most fashionable guy, but I'm definitely not going to put forward like lime green and ruffles.
Hey, you never know. Will you be incorporating more flair in your day-to-day outfits, though, Sean?
Not in any of those ways.
No flair underneath your blazer?
A little brighter. That's it.
Did you have a favorite outfit that you wish you could sort of wear again?
The tux that I wore, I think two shows ago, was absolutely beautiful. I will say that the folks who do the costumes here are just so talented. They put these things together in a matter of days from literally whole cloth. The second thing, I'd be remiss if I didn't say that green shirt, we were able to auction it off for two charities. The Independence Fund and Yellow Ribbon Fund raised about $4,000 for those two charities by putting that up for auction. And that's what a great part of this experience as well, is sharing that, this experience with people who have served the country. We bring, every time there's been a show, we bring a wounded warrior and their caregivers to sit in the audience and give them a VIP experience. So it's been a really, really cool opportunity to not just make this about myself, but others.
That's absolutely fantastic. Sean, I'm curious, what's next for you? Would you consider going on the Dancing with the Stars tour if you were asked?
I would. I love these guys. I would definitely go see them. So we're taking this one day at a time. But I've enjoyed this. It's been fun. I've really enjoyed getting to know each and every one of these people that's involved in the show. I don't know that I have I have two young kids. I think the show's been tough enough to be away from my family. I'm not sure that a tour would be that healthy for our family life, but I would love to go see them and visit with them and maybe spend a few minutes on the dance floor.
Jenna, would you dance with him if he went on the tour?
I told him I think me, Lindsay, and Sean should do a trio. So I think the fans need that in their life.
All with neon green, all ruffles, all the time. I'm into
Bringing
this.
it back.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Who are each of you rooting for to win the Mirror Ball?
Oh.
I'm going to punt on that one. I've enjoyed everybody. I don't know. I really haven't even thought about that. Each one of them, you get to know them and see their sort of challenges, what they've overcome, and how much progress they've made. I'm really proud of each of the remaining five, and I don't know. I don't know that I'll even vote because I don't know that I can pick between them, or I'll vote for everybody. All 10. All 10.
Divide them by two. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys had to put your money down, if you could predict who you think would win, who would you pick?
We'll see in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Oh, you guys, come on. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch the semifinals of Dancing with the Stars live on Monday night at 8/7 Central on ABC.